It's almost been 1 week since I started the October Trading Challenge, and the results are not a surprise at all to me. Hey guys, it's me, Moon and Papa. I'm a 3Commas ambassador and also have courses on thebettertraders.com. This month of October 2021, I am running a trading challenge, DCA Bots versus Smart Trade for two specific pairs, Solana and Atom on the USDT markets on Binance. I've invited everybody to join in me with this challenge, and I have bots, the bot templates down below. And I wanted to give you an update on how this challenge is going so far. And like I said, I'm not really surprised. So just to go over the specifics of this challenge, I'm starting with $2,000 and I've allocated 3/4 of it basically to DCA bots and 26% of it to Smart Trade. My calculations have been way off. The estimated USD profit per deal is nowhere near this. And Smart Trade is totally crushing it because I'm using split targets. So I've made some extra sheets here to just help you track your progress as well. So I'm manually doing this and looking at 3Commas, and I'll show you where to find that in a second. But this is showing you, I know these dates are messed up, just relax, okay? But this is the profit and loss for these 5 trades that I've had with Smart Trade over the last, basically the last week. So I started with $520. I've made $47.45, which is almost 10%. And this helps me to figure out my new base order size. So I wanted to find out how much my account has grown in the last week. And this is not like aggressive Smart Trade. This is just like placing it and waiting, letting it run. I'm not like day trading and I'm not using everything I possibly can. Like this is just relaxing to a degree and looking at the chart, placing an order and waiting for it to play out. So far I'm up 9%, which is great for Smart Trade. DCA bots are slow, and just like DCA bots, their profits are very low. And it's all about making these small repetitive gains. They've only made 1% on my original investment of $14.80 since the bots have started a week ago. So I thought it'd be fun to look at my 3Commas account to show you these trades and the logs and where to find all this stuff as well for you if you want to keep records and keep track of what you're doing or how you're doing for your October trading challenge. In Smart Trade, you'll want to make sure, if you're using your real account, you'll want to use that. But if you're using paper trading, then you're using, anyway, you can choose that part, but you'll want to make sure to choose the account on which you are doing your trading. So I've found the 2 trading pairs that I've been trading, and I only want to see the ones that have finished. So all of these did say hide. So I've actually hidden all these because I don't want to be distracted by that stuff. I just want to see all the orders that have finished. And these are all of them. These are all labeled October Trading Challenge. And this has helped me to keep track of everything. So I've had a couple of really good trades right here. Like this one for 10%, this one for 13%. So that's helping to grow the account really fast. I do have one that closed on a stop loss, and it happens. It is totally normal to get stopped out. Do not cry about it. It's normal in trading to get stopped out. So I have one trade in progress for Solana, and for Atom, and I'm waiting on Solana. So these 2 at the top that you can see, these are relevant to the trading challenge. These are my personal trading. This is my personal trading going on down below, so I'm not showing you that. I can do what I want. I've actually split it up because of the market right now is a little bit undecided on what alts will do. So I've added, I have an upper layer that I've started now, and I've divided it in half and have a lower layer in case Solana drops significantly. I do have a really wide stop loss, and I'm hoping that it doesn't drop down, but so far it's okay. It's not making as much because it's not the full amount, but it's okay. And we'll look at the chart in just a second. My Atom deal here is doing a fantastic job. It's this one I was actually worried about because I placed the buy so low using the TBO, and I was thinking, I don't know if the price is really going to drop that low, but I'm going to stick to my trading plan, use the TBO, place my order around the support line, and boom. So my buy was at 33.15 right here, right there at the wick. Let me see. Yes, you can see this now. I love the TBO. Not a good melody, but it's a good indicator. So I've taken my profit off the table, my 4%, and I have my other split targets ready to go. And I used the break even feature on 3 commas. So now that my stop loss, which was down here, it's been automatically moved up. So I am in profit. If the price decides to fall down, the little profit that I'm in right now of $11, it'll probably drop down to more like $4 or $5, something like that. But this one is actually doing really well, and I cannot believe that I caught that wick. It's so fun to use the TBO for trading. Okay, let's take a look at the DCA bots. So I have 2 active DCA bots. You can see my completed deals profit so far, cumulative profit so far is 19.7 USDT, so about 1970. Good year. These 2 deals have used up both safety trades that have been allotted to them, and now we're waiting on the 3rd one to fill. You'll notice that the price is extremely low for this. For Solana to fall down to 139 would be a very large move, and I'll show you that on the chart. It's completely possible, but it's all the way down here. So this would be like a not good situation for Solana. Again, I don't think it's going to happen, but if it falls another 9%, it's going to average down my take profit price way down here, which makes a lot more sense because I'll be able to close the deal out in profit and continue on. Plus, the profit will be much bigger. So I am very excited, and I kind of hope that the price does fall down. I mean, it's okay if it goes up too, but this is going to be taking a little bit of time. I'm not going to manually intervene at all for these 2 bot deals. I'm not going to touch them. I'm just going to let the bots run. So if you've copied these bots, you are likely in a red position right now. You're in an unrealized loss. And what I want to explain to you at DCA bot trading is that you have to be patient, because patience pays with DCA bot trading. You've got to trust me on this as the 3 commas ambassador, as the guy who has courses on 3 commas and DCA bot trading. You just got to be patient. I am waiting. I'm kind of hoping that the price falls a little bit lower, although I would much rather just close out at 168, but I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to mess with the trailing take profit. I'm not going to mess with my take or target profit percentage. I'm not going to add more funds. I'm just going to trust the strategy and wait, because that's the best course of action. So we can see all of the closed deals here in my DCA bot history, and I've just put a filter on to show my 2 bots. So yes, it's the same number, it matches. And these are the profits per deal, and they're pretty low. It's like $1, $1, $1, $5. So this one is larger because 1 safety trade has been filled. This one closed above 2.52. It closed at 3.52. So the minimum I should get is about $6 of a return after getting 2 safety trades filled. And if it gets the 3rd one, that's going to balloon up to like $12 or $13. And if there's a really positive bounce in the price and that enables trailing, it's going to make more. So here are my bots. If you go to them right now, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see everything. And yes, they've been waiting for the last couple of days for these deals to close. It's okay, because that's DCA bot trading. I'm not in a rush. So that was Solana. This one's Atom. And this brings us back to the sheet. So let's take a look at the chart just to give you an update of what I think is going to happen. Now, Bitcoin is the star of the show. Bitcoin has moved above 50K. And it went all the way up to 55K. I've been sharing a lot about Bitcoin with the Better Traders Club members and also in our newsletter. It's doing an amazing job right now, staying above 786, the fib line. I honestly think it's just going to keep going. October is Bitcoin's month, not alts months. So even though the last quarter of every single year is typically good for Bitcoin, look what's happening to alts. Yes, they're starting to fall down and sag. So even though Bitcoin has moved up significantly, alts are selling off. Why? Because people are buying Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is performing better. But with that said, I still think that these charts are going to rebound, and I still think that there's going to be at least some good sideways action. So if we look here at the daily time frame, these dots right up here are showing us the resistance on the daily, which is corresponding to RSI. So our top right here is 44.76. And our support is these 3 dots right here at 31.04. So we have a nice boxed range to play inside of between 30, and 40. So it's about 44%. So my thinking right now is to play it safe and to try to catch the bottom using the 30-minute time frame and place my orders near or around the support line and just wait for the price to rebound. Because if I can catch the trend and wait for the price to rebound, that's going to be a 21% profit, less the 4% that I have to take first, because that's part of the stipulations for my trading challenge. My minimum take profit for smart trade is 4%, but higher targets are allowed, and I can get by with that with split targets on 3 commas. In the short-term future, I think Atom's going to do the same thing it's been doing. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I don't know why my screen is glitching out right now, but it's okay. But you can see it falls down, it bounces up, goes up, bounces, 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 and now we're just going to see a higher low. That's what I'm expecting to see in the short-term future. The price should stay below 40, at least for the short term. That's what I'm seeing, at least on the 30-minute time frame. On the hourly, this just convinces me even more that we're staying in this range between 32 and 43. The nice thing that I'm seeing with the TBO is that even though on these shorter time frames, it's a lot of consolidation, meaning the price is moving back and forth and it's moving sideways. On the longer time frames, it's still strong. Like the daily time frame, Cosmos looks very strong. I realize we're seeing some pullbacks now, but I'm not worried about it. So the TBO looks strong on the longer time frames. We're now seeing it turn bearish on the 4-hour time frame, but that's okay because I have these lower bids put in. And if the price falls down, it's actually going to work out really well for our DCA bots. And I can use the longer time frames like the 4-hour time frame for Atom to put my orders about here at about just above 30 and down here to catch a real panic down to 18 or 19. I doubt it'll do that unless there's something terrible that happens. But for now, we're probably going to stay in this boxed range for Atom between 33 and 42 for the next week or so. So that's what I'm planning on. Solana is much of the same, where on the daily time frame, it's very strong. It looks great. There is resistance on the TBO at 170.96. So I'm keeping track of that mainly because it called it. This resistance was started actually right here. Starting from here, going all the way up until we had this move up to test it on the 2nd, 3rd, and it was rejected on the 4th. That's a strong price to break. So 170.96 is going to be really strong. So for now, that's my short-term resistance. So when I look at the 30-minute time frame, thinking about 170.96, I'm going to be looking for the longest resistance line near 170.96. So this is it. I never ever want to be right at 170.96. That's a bad idea. I want to be just below it. So I'm going to be looking to take profit short term at 168 or so. And you can see it's pretty obvious that I have lots of these nice long support lines. So right here, it looks like it's a strong place to layer orders just because the price is wicked down, maybe even a little higher. So I'm looking at anywhere between 135 to 170 or 168, which is a good range. So it's a good 22.5% range, 23% range. So the trick with the downtrend right now is that I've got to be careful not to get too anxious, which is why on 3 commas, I split up my buy orders for Solana with an upper layer and a lower layer. The chart is falling on the short term, and I want to make sure that if it does fall back down here, that I want to be prepared to buy in and take advantage of that, as well as close in a small loss if that's what's going to happen. It does seem like it's getting stronger here. We can see the support line is holding, and it seems to be doing well so far. We'll see, because the longer the time frame, the stronger the support, and we don't really have any strong, I take that back. We have strong support right here at 150. It's a nice round number, and it's also supported here on the chart on the 4-hour time frame. So it seems like we could bounce between 150 and 168, but we'll see. So we got to be prepared for both scenarios. Either way, whatever Atom or Solana does, my DCA bots are ready for a drop and my smart trades are killing it. Now it's time for the market to decide what's going to happen next for both of these charts. Let me know your progress. How are you doing with your October trading challenge for these two charts, both with bots and with smart trade? And until next time and next week's update, stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.